Action. All right, I'm back. You back. We back. Just like it's fine. Holy, you already know. It's me. It's your girl P, your favorite bitch and your favorite witch. Welcome back to this week's episode of Postscript, also known as PS Talk Show. For today's first topic, it's of course it's going to be P's favorite pieces. I really just want to say I know that most people have moved on, but I'm still here. Um, Such a good show, Trevor. I'm still there. I know most people have moved on, but I have not, unfortunately. Oh, another thing that was funny to me that I wanted to talk about was I went to this place a couple days ago, and this man was like, "You got a twin?" It was a girl that looked just like you in here last night or the other day, whatever he said. And I was just like, I mean, yeah. And he was like, yeah, she got red dreads. And I was like, yeah, that's my twin. That's so crazy, like how we don't even be together or at the same place, but at the same place at different times. Like stuff like that always happens. Like we'll like show up to a thing together, got on the same colors or like damn near the same outfit, or like we just have really weird occurrences like that, and I love that. So shout out to you. Love you. I guess we'll, see what question will be answered today, right? Shuffle these cards, see if anything jumps out, or nope, that was the one. Let's see. If you have any instrument skill instantly, which one would you choose and why? Piano, because I can play the saxophone. That's fucking useless to me. Good question. The piano is so hard. Like, I took piano classes in college, and like my piano teacher was not a good person. He was a bitch. But piano is so hard, like, because I never use my left hand and my fingers like that. So like my brain just doesn't communicate that well to my fingers that fast for me to be able to like read the music, know what the left hand is doing, know what the right hand is doing. Like, and then sometimes like, like the clef will change or like the key will change. Like, girl, that's a lot to be trying to do. Let me just sing the little music. That's all I could do for real. So yeah. For this week's segment of Conscious Cunt, I really just want to speak on like, alignment and divine timing, and just like, we're going to get more into that when we get, to our favorite segment. We get into the astrology of it all. But, connection is very real and it exists. And like I said last show, everything that I do. And so like I just recently today had clarity, or like, I saw the final form, you know what I'm saying, of a vision, a download, a breakthrough, whatever you want to call it, that I had in April of last year. And I just finally saw like what it meant, because I thought I saw what it meant, but that now, just today, I swear to God, I just finally saw like the final form. And it's just so crazy how stuff just be lining up, and like you'll go places and meet people, and then like that introduces you into this thing, into that person, and like, girl, it's giving. I went out one little time, and then I was like, I got stuff to do, and I'm excited. So yeah. Big shout out to Mystique Goddess Unveiled. Don't miss the next show. Big shout out to Hoochies of Houston. Love y'all. Big shout out to the Hoochies of Houston. We are having our Hoochie Hoedown. Get your tickets. I will link them in the description if that's the thing I can do. But they'll be on my socials. If you know how to get to me on that, you know how to find me. Get the tickets. Yeah. Get the tickets. Big shout out to EAR. I went to their line dance class. And girl, because now I'm a stepper now. Yeah, because now I'm a line dancing girl now. Like, what? Girl, went to the line dancing class, and I was the only one that showed up. Granted, did it rain 40 days and 40 nights that one day? It did. That one day, it was enough rain for 40 days and 40 nights. It was. But I went, and it was lit. And I learned like 3 or 4 little line dances. So shout out to y'all. Y'all definitely gotta come to the Hoochie Hoedown and, get out there, do y'all thing, and really cut up. Because I was in there cutting up a little bit. They told me a little bit of stuff, but they at the end they started doing something. It had like 3 or 4 different little parts. I was like, oh. And I was trying to follow along and I got lost. Like, no. But I had so much fun at that line dance. Like, y'all need to have more of them more often. Like, that was so much fun. So big shout out to y'all. Oh, and I need to get in contact with Jay about the little Valentine's Day things. I want to pop out. So yeah, we'll get into that. All right, and now for this week's segment of hashtag Can I Make This Shit Up? Happy Lunar New Year. As you know, we drop episodes on Wednesdays, and it is the Lunar New Year. It's also the first new moon of 2025 in the sign of Aquarius. So, this is a time for you to call in something specific. Put that pen to that pad. Put that pen to that paper. Write down something specific. Maybe that's goal-oriented. Maybe that's not. Maybe that's something that is hopeful and wishful. You know how we talk about wish fulfillment when I was talking about all the houses and stuff. I don't know. Something just gave me that to say that. So, shout out to my girl Maddie. She did say that we were in the year of the wood snake, according to Chinese astrology. And she said that, every year has an animal, has an element. So wood, to me, I don't know if it's right, but to me that gives earth. I'm an earth sign. I don't know, something about that just said earth, because the trees is wood, earth, plants, yeah. And then she said it's the sign of the snake. So she was just like, like staying low to the ground and just moving, like, and real G's moving silence like lasagna. Like, that's what I was hearing when she was saying, what she was saying. I saw a post yesterday that was like, what's today? January 71st. Like, so, I talked about the equinox maybe 2 episodes ago, or maybe that was last episode, girl. Sometimes the shows be running together, but you feel what I'm saying? So that is, the equinox coming. And I don't know if y'all is noticing for real, but the days is slowly but surely getting longer. Like, the sun just be up a little bit later every day. I feel like, I swear, if I feel it, like, I notice it. So I don't know if y'all is like noticing that, but the little time daylight savings thing, about to be over, whatever the case may be. So that's why I feel like January has been so long, or why January has felt like it has been so long. But you should have enjoyed all the time that you've had to, get a lay of the land and fill out 2025 so far. So because it's giving, buckle up, buttercup. I don't know why I just heard you. Shout out to Sexy Red. And then, like, for me, like, another little comment that I want to say is the way that everybody has been talking about, like, how long January is, how long January is, how long January is. It's just like, imagine if you were more connected to your own personal astrology, like your chart and stuff, and you felt more things like that, but they were personal, not so much on always a collective level. You still will feel the collective things too, because most times people do feel the collective things, like usually around new moons, full moons, like sugar cravings and stuff cravings act up, so whatever. But that's like the thing that I really love about astrology, is that it allows me to understand when I'm feeling certain ways what is doing it. So I can understand how to process it and how it's going to show up and manifest. Somebody needed to hear that. I did talk about the Sun and Pluto cazimi last week. That was on the 20th, and then I said, it happened in the sign of Aquarius. So, I said, cazimi means in the heart of the sun. So the planet Pluto and the sun were like directly aligned with each other. So the sun, of course, was shining its light onto Pluto, whatever the case may be, and that happened in the sign of Aquarius. And I said that was the first time that happened in our lifetimes, just very similar to Age of Aquarius, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. That was the first time that it had happened in that sign since the 1700s. I learned that the other day when I was listening to Maddie. And the sign of Mercury did enter the sign of Aquarius on the 27th of January. And it will stay there until Valentine's Day, until the 14th of February. So with that energy, tap into your creative side, your community, your collective, and the things that you pour your time into, what pours itself and time back into you. And as I've said before, Mercury is the translator, and it clarifies or transposes what it's near and what it's, in connection with. And so with it being in the sign of Aquarius, that gives like intelligence, intel, innovation for ideas about the bigger picture of life. Picking up what I'm putting down. I don't know, something about this says 5-year plan, but we'll get into that a little later too. So when I speak of, the things about like, your creative side and your community and your circle or whatever, be intentional about those things. And then also, it's giving, what that say will be saying, you know what? Yeah. Hell yeah. Your fear is killing your dreams. So understand your self-expression, your self-identity, your authenticity, your interest, and knowing who you are to your core and your values and your strengths and your personality and stuff like that. Because this year is, for me, at least the energy is giving growing more into your sun sign. Because when you look at the birth chart, everything has a place and it has a meaning. And your sun sign, people are like, yeah, that's who I am. But yes and no, because you grow more into that person every year. So like, if you think about it, it's a solar return. Like, that's your birthday. The sun returns to the spot that it was in, like when you were born. So the way that I think about that is like when the sun keeps returning every year, you just get like brighter in that aspect, in that part of your life. So you just grow and shine more toward those things as you evolve and grow and get older. And for me, I don't know, that's what 2025 is just like feeling like. It's feeling very much like growing into your sun sign aesthetic more. So yeah, I will say very proudly that I know I'm self-actualized. Just because I may not have everything I want or be exactly where I am, I understand what I want and how I want to get it. And as I've said before, everything I want I get. So there's that. But I understand my independence, but something that I want to grow more of is my sense of interdependence. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't trust nobody, so I don't ask nobody for nothing because I don't want to depend on nobody. And I also don't want nobody to be able to, like, like people who are horrible fucking people say things back to you that they did for you. So yeah, like, okay, you may understand who you are as a +1, but do you know who you are as just one? So, because I know who I am as just one. I feel like I also could understand who I could be as a +1 too. But sometimes people don't be having that other part. They just be having the one part. Oh, another good point that Maddie made about the year of the snake was, other than like real G's moving signs like lasagna, like, it's time for you to step away and shed your skin like a snake would, away from any other version of yourself that you were before this year. Because, like I said a couple minutes ago regarding the age of Aquarius, this is the first time that this has happened in our lifetime, with Pluto being in the sign of Aquarius. So, and it's going to be there for the next 20 something years. You're like, you got to think about your life like in cycles. Certain ages is certain eras, right? You know what I'm saying? So certain little moments change and differ. So you have to be able to move forward and step into those. And I said it many episodes ago, but like, we're never going back there. You're never going to see her again. Like, you're never going to know that person again. Like, you don't know that version of you no more, because it was fun, it was cute. Shout out to everybody that came. Like, shout out to everybody. I had fun.
I gotta be good.
And then also I wrote down productivity. You don't measure progress with productivity, because I don't believe like in measuring productivity, because I feel like progress is what matters. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but I don't feel that you need to be on somebody's back about everything. I just feel like you should sometimes be able to understand the bigger, broader spectrum of everything that's playing into it. And then I think either today or tomorrow, which is either Wednesday or Thursday, the 28th or the 29th, Venus is going to go into retro shade. It won't go into actual retrograde until March 25th, I want to say. Oh, the other fun thing about Venus is like, I am Venus. I understand Venus because I am a Venusian woman. I'm a Taurus ruled by the planet Venus. So I understood this so bad when Chaney said it. She was like, Venus retrogrades basically almost in the same like degrees, like every 8 years or whatever. And I was like, so true to fashion, like such creature of habit. Return to what you know. Don't be out here trying to spin in nobody else's block. Like just spin in your own block. So, another interesting fact about Venus, you know, being soon in the retro shade and then eventually moving into retrograde is the last time that this happened, like I just said, 8 years ago. That was 2017. So Venusians lock in. Think about where you was in 2017, what was happening, what you were manifesting and working towards, and what was coming to fruition to you, for you, the lessons that you learned, and even the things that, like, you know, you have baked, or the goals and aspirations that you had back then that maybe you've accomplished now. Just think about all of that kind of stuff, because I know in 2017 I was lit. You cannot tell me I was not a whole grown ass person. Like, you couldn't tell me that. You couldn't tell me that. I had my own place. I had my own car. Like, I live in a different state. I'm going to school. I'm living. Like, and that was so cute. Now, like, I'm really a grown person, and I think about it, it's just like, oh, that was so cute. But I was so lit in 2017. Like, you couldn't tell me shit in 2017. Like, lit. So I'm like, oh yeah, I already feel that. I already know it's about to be the year that I'm having, because I'm already having it. So thank you. And that's the show. That's all I got. Hope you enjoyed. See you soon. Thank you for coming. Be on the lookout for some new form content. I'm still gonna do a talk show, but I feel that I'm not gonna commit and say that I'm gonna do vlogs, but I feel that I am gonna have some new stuff to post springtime. So be on the lookout for that. Thanks for coming. Love y'all. See y'all next week. Bye.